Back here for Douglas Luiz. Luiz on the inside right. Luiz now links up with Ndoye. Ndoye in the stretch, can't return it to Luiz. I have to say, not the best touch from Dan Ndoye to control it in the first place, and that meant he was off balance trying to return it to Luiz. And this layoff there was poor. And a throw for Porto. Midway inside the half. Yeah, just over 8 minutes played here. City ground, and fairly even start here. Taken, headed away from Williams. And now Ndoye chased it down the right hand side. He has one for us to throw. He's heading it off the right leg. Francisco Mora. So again, will this possibly be a long throw from Forest? Try and test Porto. And it's a short one back for Douglas Luiz. Milenkovic now turns onto his right foot and square for Douglas Luiz. Luiz now. Diagonal pass about 35 yards out towards the left hand side, but well read there. Alberto Costa just stepped inside and headed back for Diogo Costa. Here's Kivior. And bring the ball out the back line. And goes square for Benarek. Again, it's Kivior. 3 or 4 yards in front of the D. Kivior. Again to Benarek. Two centre-backs enjoying the ball here. Costa drops inside. Costa almost slipped there, but managed to keep his balance, then gives it to Varela. Varela now over halfway. Nicely weighted pass to Sainz. Sainz cuts in. About 30 yards to go. Now Pepe, edge of the box. First time ball towards Froholt in the area and slammed away from Murillo. Trapped on the chest of Benarek just the front halfway. Under pressure, Benarek by Igor Jesus. Jesus hasn't gotten to this first 10 minutes at all here at City Ground, where it's Forest 0, Porto 0. Kivior on the ball in the centre circle. Looks long over the top towards Pepe, but Murillo just steps across Pepe, blocks his path, and it's comfortably back now with Matt Sells, who rolls it in the box for Milenkovic. Nikola Milenkovic again goes long, spinning ball on the right hand side. Igor Jesus trying to get to it, but cushion header from Kivior. Now Mora controls, hooks it on. Well controlled there from Williams, and halfway turns back in his own half and just caught on his right ankle by Sainz. Just over 10 minutes played here at City Ground. Sean Dyche's first game in charge. Nottingham Forest 0, Porto 0. Anderson now in the centre circle, brings it over halfway, plays that a little bit in behind Hudson-Odoi, but had enough pace on the pass. Hudson-Odoi to control it. Back with Anderson, lovely flick from Anderson on halfway behind him for Murillo. Now his Sells just in front of the D. Will he go to his left or right? Goes to his right to Milenkovic. Back with Sells now. He's inside the D. Sells in his yellow kit, a long swinging ball out to Hudson-Odoi. Well taken on his chest, just over halfway. Hudson-Odoi still just in front of halfway now, just taps it for Anderson to try and bring forwards. Back on his outside to Hudson-Odoi, midway in the Porto half. Gibbs White looks to flick it back to Anderson, cut up from Varela. Here's Rosario. Forest pressing Ayer. Now Gibbs White tries to win it back. Well, it deflected off Gibbs White. That pass for Alberto Costa. The account of Gibbs White's left leg, and back with Diogo Costa, the Porto goalkeeper. Here's Costa to Benarek. Benarek doesn't have a full pass on. So back to his goalkeeper in all black. Costa brings it out of his area. Costa now has his sights on going long. Costa towards the inside left. Too high for Sainz, head away from Williams. Controlled the midfield from Luiz. Now back from Milenkovic to head forwards. Forest still inside their own half. Jesus dropping deep to tee it off to Luiz. Now to his left to Zinchenko. Zinchenko looks over the top. Hudson-Odoi to try and chase down left hand side. And Alberto Costa has the pace to get to it first. He's on the byline, Costa. Hudson-Odoi put him under pressure by the corner flag. Costa clears. Taking on the chest of Froholt. Facing his own goal, but Froholt stays calm and pass it to Benarek. Forest still pressing high. Benarek to Diogo Costa, but calmly to Benarek. Porto dealing with the Forest press well. Now down line for Froholt, midway inside his half. Good tackle one there for Douglas Luiz. Win it high up the pitch. Douglas Luiz slows himself down though, back here for Anderson. Anderson now 25 yards in goal. Finds Williams right side of the box. Williams low cross, deflects and falls to Rosario. Square now here for Pepe, and that's a good tackle. One there from Elliot Anderson on Forest right inside to make sure Pepe couldn't get beyond him. Over for Mora to take back here with Kivior. And now Pablo Rosario. Back to Costa. Tell you what, if Rosario overhit that, Costa could have been in trouble there, as Costa wasn't in a central position in his area to collect that. And Rosario did put the right weight in that pass. Now Porto walking out of defence here with Jan Benarek. Benarek just squares it to Kivior by the send circle. Faces own half, just behind halfway is Mora to give it to Kivior again. Benarek now. Benarek, about 6-7 yard right footed pass for Pepe, drifting inside just the front halfway, back in the send circle. Time the ball now for Varela to lay it out to the left hand side. Signs forwards outside of his right foot for Mora. Wants it back here now for Rosario. Rosario lays a lovely forward ball for Pepe, chasing the byline. Pepe's cross on the left hand side. Blocked from Milenkovic, corner kick for Porto. I say though, on the inside left, Rosario laid a beautiful ball through, and speaking of Rosario, has it from the short corner taken from Pepe. Pepe now, again, nice reverse ball into the box, and now Sainz turns and shoots, blocked from Murillo. Porto edge the area with Pepe on the stretch, pokes it for Varela, but Forest now pressurising Porto, and Porto have to go back to Diogo Costa through Benarek, but Costa well outside his box. And now it is Porto in possession with Benarek. Just behind the send circle, stops the ball, has his right foot on top of it. Square for Kivior, 14 minutes on the clock. Nottingham Forest 0, FC Porto 0. Again, Benarek on the ball. Just in front of him, halfway for Alberto Costa. Now finds Varela in the send circle, floats it to left-hand side. Well controlled from Boer Sainz. Sainz trying to cut inside and spin away from Williams. Sainz now has that support in Rosario. Now Sainz cross towards the back post. Pepe on the stretch.